What is up, my good gamers? So there's this little glitch I found. Basically lets you use the Static Scepter while using other weapons. You need to have an auto clicker and have your auto clicker like click on the Static Scepter. Right now it's actually doing damage with the Static Scepter. It's just not showing this, but it's still doing the damage. But when you do this, you can switch to another weapon, and it still does the damage of the spellbook, but also stack with the Static Scepter. It just doesn't show it. It does show the damage though. Also, when you do this, for some reason, when you use an auto clicker with the Static Scepter, it kind of like makes you not sprint anymore, so you're very slow. So some things about this though, the Static Scepter is a bit weird. When you use an auto clicker, it only stays in one direction, and it kind of stops working if you move too much or if we switch too much items, or at least that's what it seems like with me. So it's better to have only like maybe one other weapon to switch to and try and stay as still as possible. I can run again, I don't know why. It's very weird and buggy. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So as you can see here, I'm doing the the Static Scepter with damage, but then I can switch to my spellbook and it's doing both the Static Scepter damage and the spellbook damage. And also, if you actually saw there, if you had a keen eye, it started doing inferno damage for the Static Scepter also. So instead of doing storm damage, it does inferno damage, as that's the weapon I'm using. I'll go to a different boss, Core, because he's got a lot more health and he doesn't move around as much. His weakness is storm, but it won't really matter. The numbers will go from yellow to just grey, I'm pretty sure. Also, this is a lot more overpowered with damage things like starfruit cake and glass of milk. I'm just gonna be doing the speed glitch that I did before in a past video. If you're liking the video so far, please like and subscribe. This helps in the algorithm, and only a small amount of you are actually subscribed. Also, the less people in your server, the more damage you do. So if you go on a private server by yourself, you do 100% of your damage. But if there's more than 9 people in your server, you do like 10% of your damage, I think it is. So if you want to do the maximum amount of damage, then just be in a private server, but it's also easier to die and stuff. But as you can see here, I'm doing the damage of the Static Scepter, but also my spellbook. Ooh, that's a bit scary. Wait, am I? Okay, yeah. You can move around a little bit, it's just, it can be a little risky. So I'm doing constant 21 damage, but I'm also getting like a couple 40, I think 40 ones in there also. So it kind of just like, it annihilates its health. It'd probably be better if I choose like, I'm not sure, an Inferno Hammer or something. So now that I've got a better weapon, wait, let me check weaknesses of Baha. No physical, storm, void. Okay, so it'll probably be better if I use this, because this is void. It does a lot less damage. Oh, maybe I should just use this. I'm not sure. I don't normally use melee. Oh, but I don't think it really works with melee. Because melee, unless it's a big boss, like maybe the Slime Queen, it doesn't work too well. So with this, yeah, I'm doing a lot of damage. Does it? Yeah, okay. It's a little weird on how it works, but it just kind of does. I think it only works in one direction. Still best to dodge. Like, you don't do a lot of damage, but you do more damage than you normally would. As you can see, I'm just drilling down his health. I'll also go to, what's his name? Farhorn. I think it might be because I'm using milk and starfruit that he's taking a lot more damage than he should. Can I outdo his healing? Yeah, I can, but like, that's just because of my damage stuff. But as you can see here, with the spellbook, it's slightly faster. I just need to redo that. Okay, now it's actually doing like strong thingy with the, yeah, okay. His health is basically gone. You may have to redo the Static Scepter thing on him. You have to readjust the Static Scepter a lot when it's a boss that like moves a lot, or a mob that moves a lot. So a little thing about damage in this game, when you do more damage when fighting a boss, it gives you more stuff pretty much. Say if you're like the top person that does the most damage, you're gonna get more stuff or better stuff. Or at least that's what it seems like. Maybe not with like extremely rare items, but with at least with common items. Because whenever I do this with the Slime King, normally I get like 2 or 3 queen tokens instead of like 1. Because I do more damage and I'm probably the top person doing damage. It doesn't seem to work with rare items. Like, as long as you've hit a boss enough, it will just be a chance of you getting an item.